I've been spending the past few days reading business case studies and thinking about what it takes to build a business. What I realized is that this simple equation is all you really need to start one. Revenue equals price times quantity. This formula is one of the first you'll probably learn in business or economics, and it's rather straightforward. You can make more money as a business by selling at a higher price or by selling to more people. But there's a lot more to this simple equation that I realized when I first learned it. Price. Price has always been one of the most important and trickiest things in business. Set too low a price and you barely make any money. Set too high a price and barely anyone buys. So how do you decide on a price? In economics, pricing is commonly decided by a few ways. Cost-based pricing, where you simply add a markup to the cost of the product or service. This is usually what traditional retail stores do. Value-based pricing, where you price the product or service based on the perceived value to the customer. This is the reason why branded things cost so much. Competitive pricing, where you charge at a price similar to competitors. This often happens in highly competitive industries like commodities. Your price effectively determines the kind of market you'll be dealing with. Choose a high price and you'll be in a premium market and targeting higher income earners. Here, you probably focus more on design and marketing, high quality customer service, and so on. Choose a low price and your strategy will be focused on cost cutting, making production more efficient, and so on. But it doesn't end there. Imagine you're at the movie theaters and you see two popcorn pricing options. A small popcorn that costs $4 and a large one for $8. Let's say half of you purchase the small one and the other half purchase the large one. Now suppose the movie theater adds a third pricing option, a medium popcorn for $7. The result? More than half of people purchase the large popcorn. Why? The large popcorn has just become more valuable. This is a classic example of decoy pricing, and there are many ways pricing can be placed strategically. The point here is that our decisions are not just affected by what we want and how much we think something is worth, but also by how options are presented to us. And so as you can see, price is more than just a number. It defines the very concept of what the business represents. And so I wondered, does quantity have the same level of significance as price? Quantity, the very thing that defines your existence. At 0, you are a founder struggling to find your first customer, or something more officially known as product market fit. At 1, you solve someone's problem. If it's a really complex problem, you might get paid a lot for it. As you sell more, you've got to figure out how to do things more efficiently. Serving 100 people and serving 1,000,000 people require different resources, and more importantly, a different focus. At 100, you can service each of them with their specific needs and provide a high level of personalization like doctors or lawyers and other service-focused businesses. At 1,000,000, you have to invest capital to build products or services that can be consistently reliable while doing so at a sufficiently low cost to be profitable. And just like price, quantity also plays a huge role in influencing the customer. Think about limited edition items or seasonal sales period, where the restriction in quantity causes one to become more impulsive or more likely to buy. Quantity matters. It's the biggest sign of business strength. This is why products or services that have high usage tend to gather the biggest valuation. Think social media, digital platforms, or things that we use every single day. As you will see, the combination of price and quantity lends itself to a very interesting combination that defines the very nature of the businesses we know today. The business model. Other than the brand, product, or service, the business model more or less defines the company. And here's what I realized. Every business model can be derived off this equation. Subscription, price times quantity multiplied by the average subscription duration. Freemium, a combination of large numbers of users having a free access and a small number having paid access with more features available. Pay-per-use, the same equation but only quantity becomes usage and not user. Platforms or peer-to-peer, still the same equation, but this time the price changes depending on the circumstance, supply and demand to be exact. Business models are not fixed in stone. or limited to specific industries. Most businesses can still survive by using a different model. So the question becomes, what is the best business model that maximizes revenue? Consider the typical mart business, where the business model is the straightforward pay-per-product model. Then came Costco with a brilliant idea, subscription. The brilliance wasn't in coming up with a new model, but in applying it to a space that was highly unusual, and they made it work. Same type of business, different business model, and a world of a difference. And there you have it, one of the most important equations in business. Thanks for watching.